Today I fucked up by accidentally getting sexual with my dentist. Again. I'm a 32-year-old woman who can never go back to my new dentist after 2 visits because I'm an idiot. My dentist is a very nice and professional man. Our first appointment was going pretty smoothly until he made some innocuous remark about us being strangers. My immediate reply was, "Oh, you're not a stranger. You've been inside of my mouth for 20 minutes." I did not intend to make a sexual joke. His face turned red, and he was clearly embarrassed, but continued on like a true professional. And we were probably both relieved when the appointment was over. I had my second dentist appointment today. I actually mentally prepared myself to be a model patient who didn't say anything weird. Thank you very much. He had been working in my mouth for about 5 minutes when he started to seem really uncomfortable or something. His face was red, and he was breathing a little heavier. I was a bit concerned and also confused. Like, how could I have embarrassed him this time? I had hardly spoken. So he keeps working in there, and then I realize what the hell is happening. My dentist was wearing grape-flavored gloves. I had been absent-mindedly licking his fingers the whole time.
Awkward.
No. But why was he breathing heavier? Why was the dentist breathing heavier?
Probably because she was like sucking on his finger. I don't know. I feel like.
But did he like it? Was he getting turned on? And that's why he was getting red and breathing heavier? Like, what is the need to like, why would you do that?
And also, where did he get these gloves? I don't feel like I've ever had a flavored dentist glove. Like, is maybe, you know what I mean? Have you?
I've never had a flavored
I've ever heard
glove.
of that at the dentist.
Also, yeah, that's kind of opening yourself up for problems and licking and someone salivating more over you and your fingers in their mouth. I've never had a flavored glove, but if I did, I might like the dentist a little more.
I feel like you're also like, maybe to this lady's defense, you're somewhat out of it a lot of times at the dentist. I don't know. Like, I feel like you're either asleep or someone's hands are in your mouth. So I don't know where you get time to talk, 1. And then 2, I don't know. You like, if you're like all hopped up on sleeping gas, you're probably going to do some weird shit though as well, especially if there's grape gloves.
Oh,
that
the
he
laughing,
has for some
the laughing
reason.
gas.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But like the point about like when do you have time to talk? It is a dentist thing, and I do this literally at work at the hospital too, where I'm like, people will be brushing their teeth in the bathroom with me, and I'm like, "What do you like to do for fun?" And you're like, like you can't respond. You have their hands in your mouth, you're gaping open, you're like, try not to get your tongue cut up by tools. It's like, how do you expect me to respond? They just forget.
Yeah.
Like they just forget. I do it to my patients all the time.
Well, you're trying to be polite, and I feel like you, as a dentist, you feel like you have to talk to the patient as well.
Yeah.
But like you're saying, normally you got some metal thing in your mouth, so you're not trying to tell your life story either. Sort of shit.
Very true. Yeah, my old dentist liked to talk to me about like everyone from my high school because he like skated and played hockey with like rink rat with all the like the young guys that played college and in high school, and he would talk to me about like all my guy friends, and I'm just like, like he'd be like, "Oh, did you ever hook up with so and so? Like he's a great guy." And I'm like, "What do you mean by hook up? Because do you mean like link up, like friends, or what? Because this is gonna get really inappropriate fast."
Maybe they're like that. Like that seems like the dentist is the town gossiper, so maybe they are.
Oh, he knows everything.
Maybe they are just like that. They just want to. Maybe they do make patients hit on them or feel a certain way.
They want the tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very conflicted about this one. First joke she said, kind of funny. Could be a little sexual harassment though in the workplace. It's a fine line there. But the second one, I'm very concerned why he was breathing heavier. That's really stuck with me throughout this whole story here.
Also, aren't there like the other people who work with the dentist there? Or I wonder if he
hygienist.
or is he in a room by himself? Maybe he's like a solo dentist. I'm not sure.
They typically have hygienists.
Yeah.
Like, he'll do the exam, and then the hygienist will come in and do the cleaning, and then they'll do the actual work, but the hygienist will assist.
I think that might be a thing because isn't there the Horrible Bosses movie where
Jennifer
the one lady,
Aniston.
yep, she is the hot dentist or the hot doctor.
Yep. So top comment on this one. I once glanced at my dental folder when I was a kid, and it said I had a strong roaming tongue. Not sure how I should feel about that. Side story about a strong tongue. A child I took care of had macroglossia, which is an enlarged tongue. It's like oversized. That's an extremely large tongue that hung out of their mouth. We're seeing the doc one day, and the doc puts a tongue depressor in their mouth. This kid, in literally one fast as lightning flick of their tongue, breaks the tongue depressor in half. This is a 1-year-old. It's hands down the wildest thing I've ever witnessed. I had no idea how strong tongues could be.
I want to know what other categories there are now at the dentist. You know what I mean? I didn't even know there were tongue categorizations.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch of stuff.
There probably is. I wonder what they say about me in my chart. Has horrific teeth.
Because you have to go to dentist school like just as long as a doctor, right? Like pretty long.
It's a decent chunk of time, for sure.
I want people to say what other categories they are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want somebody to chirp in.
I'm very curious. This next username, his username is Darth Moeller. I think he's actually a dentist.
Mm-hmm.
People act super weird when they are in the dental chair. The anxiety doesn't help matters. I've had my fingers licked and sucked by accident 100 times because the patient thought it was the suction tip. He probably forgot about the interaction shortly after. Don't sweat it. And he goes, source, I am a tooth carpenter.
Mm-hmm. It is like that, though. Think about it. You're on a weird chair. They have the big light to blind your eyes.
Yeah.
And then they just start shoving stuff in your mouth. It's basically like you're helpless.
You are super helpless. And it's like, honestly, if anyone has fear of the dentist out there, I'm really sorry. But like one time my dentist, I had like a cavity in one of my front teeth.
One of
those. And he like drilled it out and he's like, oh, do you want to see? And I was like, I don't know, do I? And he literally showed me the mirror and there's just a hole in my front tooth. And I'm like, I don't want to see anymore. Like, why? Like,
No.
why? I feel like they make it like more traumatic for you there sometimes.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And then they don't let the numbing stuff kick in. Like, no, like, make sure I'm numb before you start jabbing me with that Novocaine. Bitches. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Getting away from this dental scariness. The rest of the comments, though, are pretty funny. They, like, go into different terms for dentists that I actually do think is kind of funny. Bone mason, mouth mechanic, mouth janitor.
Like those. I like the mouth mechanic, I think, best.
I think mouth mechanic's a good one. Someone does comment, though. Wait, licking dentist is a thing? I never thought about where I put my tongue, but now I'm gonna for the rest of my life every time I visit the dentist. Yeah, I have an appointment coming up soon, so I will keep everyone posted on that one if you're curious.
I will say I think like dentists are more like attracted, let's say, to people with nice teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that is totally a thing. Like I've known girls who have gone to dentist school and like gone after me more, I think, because sometimes like people comment on my teeth.
Why?
Like in a good way. Like then they like go after me more.
Because you have, like, what do they say? They're big and white?
Yeah, they're just like my teeth.
You do have really white
They're in
teeth.
dental school. So it's a thing.
Do you whiten your teeth?
I use like white strips every once in a while.
Yeah, they are pretty white
But I
now that
don't
I'm
know.
looking at you.